I've played League of Legends since Season 2, back when Chicken Camp used to be these spooky ghosts, when Red Buff was still a lizard, and before he had his children stolen from him. I've seen champions rise into and fall out of favor, and then rise back into favor. I've seen the most broken of items, and I've seen items that have never been good. But in all my years of seeing the world of League of Legends change, I have never been the one to determine what is good. And that's why with preseason upon us, I think this is a perfect opportunity to ask, is it meta? As this stock image suggests, preseason brought a lot of big changes. You could read the patch notes, but come on, we're here to play video games, not read. So instead, let me give you the rundown of what's important to this build. First off, changes to dragons. Dragon timers were changed and the magnitude of the effects were increased. TLDR, dragon got buffed and is now more important. Next, let's take a look at Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest was reworked a lot, but the main thing you have to know is that now it applies on all forms of damage. This includes Ignite, Scorch, Chilling Smite, but most importantly, Karthus ult and Liandry's Burn. This is so good because Dark Harvest now procs on enemies below 50% HP, meaning your ult can lower them and then the burn can activate it. Not only that, but when you get a kill with Dark Harvest, it goes on a 1.5 second cooldown, and Liandry's Burn lasts for 2 seconds. This gives you the potential to get off 2 Dark Harvest procs with 1 ultimate. Keep your eyes open for this later. With Dragon being so swole, along with Dark Harvest being so good on Karthus, we might as well take him bot. This way we can double our stacks and help secure the Dragon for our team. Why not play ADC, I hear you asking?
You serious?
Alright, let's run through a scenario. You're playing Ashe, minding your own business, when suddenly a cat jumps out of the bush. What's the problem here? That's right, you're dead. If you're just going to get one-shotted by assassins, supports, Ignite, Chilling Smite, 10k HP tanks while you're in Fountain, bruisers, heck, even other AD carries, then why not play my man, Karthus? Let's run through that scenario again, but this time I, an intellectual, am playing Karthus. This time, when Rengar jumps at me, I still get one shot. On most squishy champs, this would be a problem, because I'd be dead and unable to provide damage for my team. But this time, while Rengar is walking away, I can press R and get the revenge kill. So let's recap why you should choose Karthus over other ADCs. He still has consistent damage, he has better burst, better AoE, clears objectives quickly, can int and still win, and is a lot spookier. Now, the only downside is he's not a skeleton anymore, so that sucks. Now, all this theory is well and good, but why don't we take this into a game and see, is it meta? Right off the bat, we can see we were clearly correct, as the enemy is playing Dark Harvest Karthus as well. This doesn't matter, as once again, they don't have superior intellect, like I do. Speaking of which, what you're going to want to do is buy a Dark Seal, and then realize your premade never decided who was support, and then switch back to Spellthies. Next, what I like to do is bait the enemy team into chasing me, and eventually using 5 summoner spells for my flash. This really helps to secure an early game advantage, and is not something I did by accident. Next, after your team trades 2 kills for 1, there's no way you guys can lose. Here's our first chance to see the power of Karthus. When Lux walks up slightly too close, I put down my wall and burst her instantly. Once again, a good fight bot lane lets us secure 2 kills for no losses. And just like that, we walk out with 0 deaths. Oh. Well, at least it looks like my Nunu can clean up the... Well, anyways, the important thing after a play like that is not to be discouraged. Sure, that was a good gank from Malphite, but you're still ahead. All you gotta do is make sure you don't die again. Okay, well, just don't die again. Oh, well, at least this time Nunu's surely got a kill.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Alright, I know what you're thinking. Alex, you keep saying every play is going to be alright, but the main Karthus just got a triple kill and stole Dragon. And you may have been a little bit too pushed up because you were desperate for towers, and this may have caused you to feed again to the enemy. And oh yeah, sure, you may be down 3 towers and almost 6k gold. All of a sudden, the enemy Karthus has 20 kills and you're 7 and 14. But you see what he doesn't have? Team Spirit. Nah, just kidding, that's dumb. What he doesn't have is Leandri's Torment. What? You think just because the enemy team's gotten Baron twice, you've only gotten 1 drag, on top of all those other things, you're gonna lose? That would make sense if you weren't an intellectual like me, but I know with good macro play and better itemization, I can carry this game. Wait, this champ is busted. Anyways, like I was saying, after your whole team buys an Hourglass and or Guardian's Angel, you should be good to go. From here, it's simple. Just take Baron when the enemy decides to go for Elder Dragon. And now, just let your team die and get a Quadra kill 1v5. What? Do you not believe me? Just because the enemy has 4 dragons and Elder, making their burn deal 1,000,000 damage, and they have 69 kills. Oh, and also every time I said things would be fine, they ended up going terribly. Wow, I'm really not helping my case, huh? But for real, trust me on this one, guys. Remember what I was saying about that Leandri's burn, right? And so just like that, we get a Quadra, and Nunu can come in and clean up for the ace. Well, either way, that's not important. What is important is that sometimes you can't spell intellectual without int. And just like that, we answered the question, is it meta? The answer? Heck yeah it is. Alright, so by the way, this is my first video, so I'm not totally sure how to do an outro, but thanks for watching. I do plan to upload a video of this series once a week on our joint channel Side Characters. Come back next Monday to see if our next mystery champ is any good, or if it's absolute garbage. Anyways though, jokes aside, because it's probably hard to tell if I'm serious or not, but I do think Karthus is way too strong right now. In our game, I did just over 60k, and I started by building mainly support items, and the enemy Karthus, who is full AP, did over 100k. I do foresee Riot hitting Karthus or Dark Harvest with the Nerf Hammer, that's why I rushed to upload this video tonight rather than waiting. Also, for anyone wondering exactly what runes I ran, here they are, and in a second I'll show the stats that all of them did. Anyways, that's all for this week. I'm just gonna let this video run until 10 minutes. You can go now. Just kidding. Bye, and thanks for watching.